Hello and welcome everybody to another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. I'm paulcheon and today we are sitting at Platinum 3. We've been drafting our fair share of grindy mid-range green decks every single video going to 2 hours. That seems to be the nature of the format, but maybe we can try something a little bit different this time around. But we did get a trophy in the last one, but a lot of it will obviously depend on the rares and uncommons that we open. Now, before we head into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some singles, some new Dragonstorm cards for your constructed decks, your standard decks, your modern decks, pioneer decks, or your commander decks, or you wanted to buy some booster boxes, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, make sure you check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want to make sure that you have everything ready to go for your next Magic the Gathering tournament, like the Spotlight Series this weekend in Denver, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Also, they're going to have a booth there at the event. If you want to buy some sleeves or get some playmats, you can go there in person, get 10%. Just tell them Paul sent you. Okay, I don't want to open the stupid Lotus thing. Okay, good. I didn't open it. Herd Heirloom. 2 mana, artifact, tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Until end of turn, target creature you control power 4 or greater, gains trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. All right, that seems pretty decent, definitely. I'm very excited to potentially try this out. At common, I'm looking at Evolving Wilds and Sagu Pummeler as the cards that stand out. And then at uncommon, I'm actually not a huge fan of Furious Forebear. There's just a lot of 1 toughness things that block this. But I do really like Armament Dragon. It's a very, very good card. And Gurmag Rakshasa can also be fine. I think the Dragon is extremely strong, but I want to take the Herd Heirloom. It just keeps me a little bit more flexible. And I feel like this is the type of card that could be good in any green deck. So let's take this and see where this goes. It's like, right, it's still early, right? I still am at a point in the format where I really just want to explore all the rares and see how they play out. And this one seems really interesting, right? You can use this to ramp, and then you can use this to draw you extra cards in the late game. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 2. Draco Genesis is not a real card. Starry-Eyed Skyrider is good, but I don't know if I want to be a green-white base, but this is definitely a nice way to push damage through. I love Roiling Dragonstorm, especially if I have some kind of Temur Dragon deck. Formation Breaker is a decent aggressive creature, as long as you draft a deck with a bunch of counters. So I think it's probably between Roiling Dragonstorm and Formation Breaker. God, I really like Roiling Dragonstorm. I just feel like these games go long, and this is the type of card that helps break those long, drawn-out games. So let's take the Roiling Dragonstorm here and see where this goes. But we could potentially give ourselves the opportunity to move off of it, depending on what we see. So what we see here is a 3rd pick Narset Jeskai Waymaster. There is another Formation Breaker. There is an Osseous Exhale as a good removal spell, and a Focus the Mind, which I really like as a card draw spell. I don't prioritize these because you can typically pick one up later if you need. I do like the Exhale. Sunpearl Kirin is also very, very good. I have been having a lot of success with Jeskai, and seeing a 3rd pick Narset makes me feel like Jeskai might be where I want to be. So I do think I want to take this card. It's a really good card in the late game specifically, because once you run out of cards, all of a sudden this gasses you back up. Wouldn't be shocked if Sunpearl Kirin ends up being a better card, but for now, let's take the Narset and see if we can have a little bit of fun here, drafting a fun little Jeskai deck if green is not available. Moving on to pack 1, pick 4. Well, certainly some green cards in this pack. There is Attuned Hunter, which is really good in kind of a... if you have, actually, it's good with Harmonize and also with Renew, so this card can be pretty good. The Dusyut, I'm not saying this right. The Dusyut Earth Carver is also quite nice, but given that I took a couple of blue cards, there is a couple of green cards here, but Constrictor Sage is also just a really solid creature in general, so I'm just going to take this and try to cut off the blue, and maybe ignore the green. We'll see how this goes. Honestly, this card is still really good with the Herd Heirloom. Like, you ramp into this, then all of a sudden you give this trample to draw a card, so still don't mind taking the Sage here. And now there is an... Oh my gosh, look at these rares. Well, I wanted to give myself the possibility of splashing Narset, but I think we're going to take the Eshki Dragon Claw. This card is also really strong. 4 mana, Vigilance, Trample Ward. I've played with this before, and I was very impressed by it, and I will take it here. Don't see anything in Jeskai. I mean, getting this 5th pick is probably a sign as well. So, all right. We did a little zigging. Now we're doing some zagging. And now we are back to potentially a Temur deck. Here we have Piercing Exhale. Premium removal spell. Absolutely love this card. Also seeing a Temur Tawny back is probably a pretty good sign. I do really like Jeskai Monument as well, if that's the direction I want it to go. But good interaction is still hard to come by, and I do really like the Piercing Exhale, so I'll take this here. Could potentially splash this, but I don't know. If I'm going to be a blue-green base, it's going to be a little too hard to cast, so probably just lean into something like this. Also, by the way, this helps me even fix mana. Like, I can actually use this to cast the Eshki, which is pretty nice. All right, pack 1, pick 7. Veteran Ice Climber. 2 mana for a 1/3 Vigilance creature. It can't be blocked. When this creature attacks, up to 1 target player mills cards equal to this creature's power. There's Inspirited Vanguard. When this creature enters or attacks, it endures 2. And then there's Agent of Corliss and a Trade Route Envoy. I think I'm interested in taking a 2-drop, something cheap. So I can take Agent of Corliss, Kotis rather, or Veteran Ice Climber. I want to try the Ice Climber. This is unblockable. It really, if you can find ways to put counters onto this, it's quite strong. And if you do have a lot of renew cards, it's also a self-mill effect. So I think that and it's hard to come, good 2-drops are also hard to come by. So let's take the Ice Climber here. Now moving on to pack 1, pick 8. Certainly not seeing a ton of Jeskai cards. I don't love Dragonstorm Forecaster as a card, but Temur Tawny back is something that I'm certainly very happy with in a Temur-based deck. The Storm Shriek Feral is simply just a fine card. I know I have the Roiling Dragonstorm, but I think I'd much rather just play something like a Temur Tawny back. If I get good mana, then all of a sudden I can potentially play this on turn 3. Here I'll take Temur Devotee. The first Devotee I actually do like. It also works really well with the Piercing Exhale here. So the first copy I like just because of the mana fixing, but even in Temur, I do prefer the Sultai Devotee, just because it's a Death Touch creature that can attack. Another Temur Tawny back on the wheel, which I do really like. Let's try to make sure we can pick up some good mana fixing here. We're at that phase. I don't know if the mana fixing is not good enough, or if people are just taking them too highly. But if that's the case, we just need to make sure that we buckle down and don't get too ambitious with our mana base, and just make sure that we can curve out nicely and draft that way. This should not be in this pack this late. This card is fantastic. Very, very happy about that. I guess green is open. I guess Temur is where we need to be because I have 11 cards here that I'm happy with playing. And now that I have the 11 cards in later packs, if I do have the choice between a solid playable and a land, I'm just going to take the land because I'm already happy with the playables that I already have here. And, you know, before you say I keep forcing the blue-green, I tried. I took the Narset. If I kept seeing Jeskai uncommons, I would have taken it. But what do you do when you get an Eshki with, like, you know, pick 5, right? And you're tabling Temur Tawny backs. Okay, Essence Anchor, I'm not sure about. This one's highly speculative. If I have a ton of Renew or Harmonize, this can be good. All right, what do we have here? Oh, yeah, I passed the Attuned Hunter. That would have been good, too. All right, we have Attuned Hunter, Sagu Wildling as fixing. But I'm taking Teval, come on. We're just doing the same thing. Blue, green, splash, red, and black. This card's a bomb. It's a 5-mana, 6/6 flying lifelinker. How am I not going to take this card? Runescale Stormbrood is a solid card. Certainly good with the Roiling Dragonstorm. Saga Wildling also good as a mana fixer. But look, I will take good mana fixing as I see it. Also, the Herd Heirloom helps cast it. But if I see a bomb, I'm still going to take the bomb. You know what I mean? All right, so here we'll take the Bivouac. There's just no shot I'm taking something over Bivouac here, unless it's a rare. Disruptive Stormbrood is fine, but given that black's on the splash, it's not even that great. It's a solid creature for sure. Equilibrium Adept is also a really good card. It enters a battlefield, basically draws you a card. Dismal Backwater would be fine as well, but we are not passing an on-color Triome. Or not Triome, Tri-Land here. Oh my gosh, another Bivouac. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I am so happy. I was worried about my mana, and all of a sudden I picked up 2 Tri-Lands. Yeah, I mean, Overwhelming Surge is really great. In one of my previous videos, I didn't realize you could do both. Now I know. But let's take another bivouac here. Oh man, I just feel so good that I was able to pick up 2 bivouacs there. All right, moving on to pack 2, pick 4. This card is a pseudo bomb. Rakshasa's Bargain is great. Just a really, really good card draw spell, especially if you can cast it for blue, green, black. Focus the Mind is also pretty nice, but I think looking at the top 4, even at 4 mana, right? Like looking at the top 4 and keeping 2 is probably better than draw. Yeah, better than draw 3, discard 1 for sure. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and take Rakshasa's Bargain here, even though I do also like Focus the Mind. Also, we're not seeing a ton of red after we pass this Eshki. There is a world where we're Sultai splashing the red here too, honestly. That is definitely on the table here. All right, moving on to pack 2, pick 5. These are filler. This is a filler level dragon. The High Spire Bellringer is also not particularly strong. I like Rite of Renewal, but it's a little bit too slow. I'm just going to take Evolving Wilds here. All right, so pack 2 was just the pack for us to make sure we get good mana fixing, because now we have double Bivouac, Evolving Wilds with the Devotee. The Heirloom also helps fix. We have some bombs here as well. Really liking this setup here so far. Tawny Back plus the Herd Heirloom is a nice combo too. Would like to find some ways to put counters on the Veteran Ice Climber. We'll see how this goes. All right, pack 2, pick 6. Sun Pearl Kirin is excellent, but of course that's white. We don't need that. Roamer's Routine is fine, but given that I have double Bivouac, Evolving Wilds, and a Devotee, I don't think I care about that. I do think Constrictor Sage is excellent, so I'm just going to take that here. Probably getting cut off from green in this pack, given that in the beginning of pack 1, I passed a good amount of green, right? There was a pack with the 3 mana 3/3 that gets counters, etc., etc. But pack 3, we should definitely get rewarded. Come on, Wilkson. Hook it up. Hook it up. Now, I do want some cheap spells to go with this card, just so I can actually trigger it. We do have a couple of 2-mana plays, but really, really good with cheap interaction. If I can find more Piercing Exhales, that would probably be the best thing for me. Molten Exhales would also work, but this one's on color. No, oh, I was going to say I have no dragons, but I do have one. Also, this card is bugged. You need to full control when casting this card, just to let all of you know. You got to full control. It doesn't recognize, if you can't physically cast the card, it doesn't recognize it as a spell you can cast. It's really weird. All right, here we have, I don't care about the Tranquil Cove. I guess I'll take Encroaching Dragonstorm. This card is kind of slow, but it does solve all my mana issues, and I have a lot of things to do with my mana. And honestly, there's a Pack Beast, which is great. Certainly a lot of white cards being available in this pack. But let's take the Dragonstorm here. Hopefully we can pick up like one more dragon. We have the Teval, but we have 2 Dragonstorms now. Hopefully we can pick up one more. Here, I don't want the Corroding Dragonstorm. I think I'm just going to take a Crotic Nest Guard in case I don't get enough 3-mana plays. I can certainly consider that. Right now, this is not looking like an Essence Anchor deck, and this is what we have so far. So 19 minus 3 gives us 16 cards, and maybe we don't have to play the Crotic Nest Guard, but noting that we do need to make sure we have some cheap things we can play. Jungle Hollow on the wheel is super, super nice. Just makes it so that the Teval on the splash, and potentially even a cheaper Rakshasa's Bargain is something that's on the table here. So what are we looking for now? I'm looking for 2 and 3 mana plays and cheap interaction. Those are mostly the things that I'm looking for here. Like I have 3 5-mana plays that I really like. My 6-drop is also fine. Oh, Equilibrium Adept is great. I will put this in my deck. I am very happy with that. Let's still, once again, focus on the cheap stuff. Now, noting that because I have a 6-drop in my deck, I will do whatever I can to avoid playing this on turn 4 because I have the 6-drop. But, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'll take this in case I absolutely need removal, but this is not the one that I want to play. Here we have Stormstreak Feral and Osseous Exhale. I guess I'll take this. Just I don't see myself wanting to splash white as well, even though that is a criminally late Osseous Exhale. Don't really like Sarkhan's Resolve. Don't like this dragon either. All right. Pack 3, pick 1. What do we have? There's some mana fixing here, but we do have some really good interaction. I'm actually lower on Kishla Trawlers. Like, this can potentially get you value, but I'd much rather just have an interactive spell. We have Piercing Exhale and Glacial Dragon Hunt. There's also Sage of the Fang, which I think is pretty solid, but I think Glacial Dragon Hunt is incredible. I think this is close to a bomb. It is a really, really great uncommon. 2 mana, you can just draw a card, but you can also just discard a card to deal 3 damage to something, and then it's also got Harmonize built in. I think this is a premium removal spell. Certainly worth splashing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's a Jeskai Revelation. There's also a Mammoth Bellow. And there's also Sultai Devotee. Oh my, that's a Jeskai Revel. What can I do here? I only have an Evolving Wilds and an Encroaching Dragonstorm. I can do the safe thing and take Mammoth Bellow. But this card is so broken. When you cast it, you win the game. Oh, there's also a Temur Monument. I'm taking it. What? Can you blame me? It's a Jeskai Revelation. What am I supposed to do? I have an Encroaching Dragonstorm and an Evolving Wilds. Okay. Now we will put an even higher premium on mana fixing. Although, wow, that's a Bloomvine Regent. Holy cow. That's also a Temur Monument, but this card is just amazing. It's a dragon. It ramps me on turn 3 if I need to get to my expensive cards. It's everything I want. Dragon Sniper and Temur Monument. Man, these cards are totally stacked. But I'm going to take the Bloomvine Regent here. And now I can take Jeskai Devotee or Rugged Highlands. This is actually really interesting. This is a 2-mana play. It fixes all of my colors, and it's just a 2-drop. Or I can take Rugged Highlands. Think I'm going to take Rugged Highlands just because I feel like I'm going to have enough playables here, but I think that was close. Wow, another Glacial Dragon Hunt. Temur Tawny back. Yeah, I mean, we are getting completely hooked up here. Let's take the Dragon Hunt here. There's a Dismal Backwater, which I think I'm probably taking. What does this do? Oh, this is a bounce spell with Harmonize. Do I take Sagu Pummeler, which is just a really great blocker, or do I take Dismal Backwater? What's my Black Splash? Is it just a Teval? Here, I'll take the Pummeler. I do think this is a really good blocker. And I just like having a big reach creature for the various flyers. Okay, well, Einok Wayfarer versus Temur Battlecrier. Spells you cast cost 1 less for each creature you control power 4 or greater. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I mean, I gotta try it. I know there's the Wayfarer, but I gotta try the Temur Rare, right? I just have to. Okay, moving on. Riverwalk Technique, Twin Bolt, Heritage Reclamation. I guess I'll take Riverwalk Technique, although I don't love this card. 3, 4, 5, 22, okay. I keep saying that I want to make sure that I have a good curve, and then I just keep taking really expensive, ridiculous cards. This card's gotta be good. All right, moving on. Kishla's Trawlers. I will take it now. It's a fine 3-drop. I don't think I'll play the Feral. And 3, 4, 5. This is my deck. It's got a lot of power. Oh, Temur Monument. Oh my gosh. That's unreal. All right, so we have card draw. We have good, cheap interaction. There's an agent that I can play on too as well. I really like this deck. What's her dragon count? What's my dragon? I have 2 dragons. That's pretty good. That makes it so that I will play both Dragonstorms. And now we need to make some cuts, actually. It could just be the Trawlers, honestly. I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And I don't have a lot of self-mill. I also... Oh. My deck is already so clunky. Oh, wow. Temur... How did that... Okay. My deck is already so clunky where I just don't really want that card. Well, you know what? Temur was most definitely our seat. And then I took Jeskai Revelation because it's Jeskai Revelation. And we will see how this goes. Now, is it also worth it to play Narset? I don't think so. I really just... I still want to, like, somewhat cast my spells, right? So let's do something like this. Herd Heirloom seems great. And we have 16 creatures. We still need to make 2 cuts here. Goodness. Okay. Well, I like the Temur Monument. I like the Herd Heirloom. This does feel like a 17 land deck. As far as basics go, 1 Plains makes sense. And 1 Swamp makes sense for our 2 mythic rares. So and then as far as colors go, mostly green and blue mana. How much green do we have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8-8 split between blue and green. How many creatures do we have? 16. We can certainly cut one of these. We have a lot of 4s. This one draws me a card. So I probably want to keep that one. Hitting Revelation would be an absolute disaster. Pummeler I like because it has reach. So it's probably the Envoy. It's just a 4-mana 5/4. So I think this is something I can cut. I like the Earth Carver as well because it has reach. And then I like all of my spells. And I want to try the Heirloom. So maybe it's the 8. that would be me cutting more 2-drops. But do I want to do anything with this? Oh, also the Ice Climber might be pretty bad, right? Like, let me look at how many Renew cards I have. I have 1. That doesn't count. Yeah, so maybe the Ice Climber is actually very bad here. It's just a 2-mana 1/3 unblockable creature with Vigilance. So I think I just play the Agent of Codis, actually, just because I don't have that many ways to pump it up. And this is a nice card to also loot away to the Temur Taniback. And this is just the most power that we can jam into a deck. We also have 17 lands. Temur Monument helps a lot as well. That gives us equal sources of blue and green and an additional red source. I think our mana is actually great. So let's give it a whirl. I do need to be mindful that I only have 3 forests. I do need to be careful when I have the Bloomvine Regent. If I draw 2 forests, I probably shouldn't cast the Claim Territory. But my 2 blue drops are blue rather. All right. This is an ultra powerful deck. Let's see how this plays out. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really, really excellent way to up your limited game and join an excellent community of like-minded individuals looking to improve at Magic as well. All right, we have Evolving Wilds, 2 forests on the draw. I can't cast anything. Okay, well that certainly helps. I'm just going to go get an island here and play the Roiling Dragonstorm. Hopefully I can find a red source so I can play the Taniback on 3. There is the red source. I will just play that over the Dragonstorm because now I can play the Taniback on 3, which is great. Unless they play something I absolutely have to kill. Okay, let's play the Taniback. Yep. Huh. Scarred Forest. I like being able to cast all these expensive cards, and given that I have Dragonstorm plus Dragon Hunt, I should be able to find a land. Our hand is loaded. Here is a good instance of the, the Regent that I have. I drew 2 of my 3 forests, so. All right, Kara Goldkeeper. Oh, wow. Eshki Dragonclaw? I don't know that I want to play that just because I don't have the ability to play a creature plus a spell. I'm thinking maybe I should just play the Glacial Dragon Hunt here first and just get this off the board. Oh! I can delve too. Okay, hold on. What am I discarding here? I guess it's the Pummeler now. Okay. And then we can play Dragonstorm. I will keep the land if I find... Ooh, that's a Bivouac. Ooh. Oh, this is tough now. So I need a black or a white source. But I feel like I will be able to find it. All right. But I don't want to miss a land drop here. Like, I can go Eshki into Bivouac, which I do think is quite nice. Also, I have Harmonize spells, which do... Wait. Yeah, it's a cast. Okay, so that's really good too. Look at my hand. I have a Jeskai card and a Sultai card in my hand. When life gives you revelations, you don't pass them. It's just, that's just how it is. That's just how life is. Okay. The Ice Ridge Serpent there. Let's get Eshki in play. Play the Bivouac. So next turn, I can actually go Tawny back into Glacial Dragon Hunt. That is awesome, because then I get to trigger the Eshki as well. This is assuming they don't kill my Eshki. Host of the Hereafter. Okay. Okay. Let's play the Tawny back. Okay, we can discard this island, probably. Ooh, Bloomvine Regent. Okay. And then we cast this. Oh, drew the white source. My hand is insane! What do I discard? I guess it's... Oh my gosh. Okay. That's insane, but I think this is correct. Snakeskin Veil, good for you. Okay. No attacks. And... Mountain, okay. We get to play Jeskai Revelation next turn. What can we do? I can bounce something, deal 4 damage to something, make 2... Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Now this, I mean, this is a nice 5-color soup deck. We have some incredible top end here. Look at I have 3 rares in my hand. It's going to be so hard for them to... I think they can maybe give something flying. Maybe they kill this. That's pretty good, I guess. Riverwalk Technique. Sure. Okay, so what does this say? Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, if it had counters on it. Okay. Is this an instant? It sure is. The monks have prowess too? Wow. Okay, so let's block this. Okay. All right, so bounce this. 4 damage here. Okay. Wow. Okay, hold on. I'm at 13. Just want to take this a little bit slow here. I don't want to go too crazy just yet. So can I play this? I sure can. Let's attack. Okay. This is ridiculous! Yep. And I guess I'll play this card. Was that a good turn? Just wondering. Yep, that doesn't... That's... Yep, you're certainly within your rights to do something like that. Wow, this is just absolutely outrageous. Okay. Do I have a spell I can cast? I actually don't. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I want to draw a card off of this. Green, green, 1. Okay. Oh yeah, I get to bounce this too. This is so stupid. This is just legitimately extremely dumb. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, we are just doing all the things. We have 12 cards left in our library. This is ridiculous. I mean... if my opponent can stabilize from this, power to them. Jeskai Revelation. Okay. Oh, they have a Piercing Exhale. Woo, they did it. They truly did it. Okay. Yeah. Our deck is strong. Very strong. Okay, this one, oh man. It's gonna be hard to top this deck. This is just good mana fixing, bombs. Like, I love this deck. Let's keep going. All right, 1-0. We are on the play. Gonna keep this. Island Mountain Temur Devotee, which lets me filter my mana. Piercing Exhale, Glacial Dragon Hunt to try to find some things as well. How disappointed would you be if I took Mammoth Bellow over the Revelation? Alright, turn 2 Devotee. I'm wondering which one I use. It's like, I don't want to discard any of the cards in my hand. And this is better, obviously, when I get a dragon. Unending Whisper. That was the thinking. Okay. Oh, this is fine because now we can go Piercing Exhale end of turn. And then play Equilibrium Adept. Never mind. If I don't have any other creatures, I should probably play the Adept. Hopefully we don't hit a 7 or a 6. Oh, okay, that was good. That was not a bad one to hit. Not a bad one to hit at all. Hey, this card is just excellent, right? 4 mana, 2/4 with Flurry upside plus draw you a card. Sagu Pummeler, sure. Drawing a black land this turn would be nice, like a black tap land. Evolving Wilds would also work. Okay. Well, that sets us up for the late game. I guess I should have played this land first and keep up Bivouac. Yeah, that was a mistake. Although, actually, it's not. I have a Devotee in play. So that actually makes this, like, a little trickier. Presumably, they have a way to kill Eshki. Probably going to run out the bargain and just try to hit lands. But we'll see. Naga Flesh Crafter. Oh! Fair enough. Do they have a spell? Oh, they do. That's amazing. That's crazy. Wow. How did they do that? That was unbelievable. That is so much damage. What do I do? Really good sequencing from the opponent there. Wow, I just got cloned out of the tournament. Oh man, this is actually extremely difficult. I need to draw a land off of this. Okay. So, I can kill this, but I don't know what to discard. Is it the bargain? Gosh. I think this revelation is important. No, I'll just discard the dragon. All right. I'm not sure how good that was, but I just felt like I needed to get that off the battlefield. They have so much harmonize. This would have been nice because I get to grow this, so maybe I should have kept this actually. Wait, did they have another one? Are you kidding me? Like this, they have the best Eshki deck ever, and they don't have an Eshki. They're just copying mine. This is disgusting. How do you have another Naga Fleshcrafter? Come on, man. What the hell? Get out of town. This is silly. Give me a Plains. At least make it reasonable. They're debating whether or not they want to tap their 8/8 to draw a card. How do I have a Piercing Exhale for 4 and it's just not enough? They have a 6/6 and an 8/8 here. All right. Well. I gotta put 2 cards in my hand. Man, this is brutal. And I want to play the agent just to trigger my Eshki. Okay. Well, we can cast Revelation, assuming we're not dead. We'll see what happens. They have 4 cards in hand, a draw spell, a renew effect that lets them copy things. Not sure what they would want to copy. So everything gets to become like a Sagu Pummeler, but that's not even that much better. Like their creatures are both 4/4s, so it's not that good. Yep. Wait, why would you? Okay. I mean, we're doing some chump blocking this turn. Let's just put it this way. So what are we doing here? We can bounce the Pummeler. Deal 4 damage to this. That seems good. These are both lethal attacks. I will say, my opponent plays unbelievably slow. Let's go. Just put me out of my misery already, please. All right, no more Eshki. Let's get the planes. All right. Hopefully that stabilizes for us. I'm just glad I don't have an Eshki in play for them to copy. To be completely honest. I'm just glad that's no longer a thing. Alright, we drew a lot of mana sources here. I don't have a dragon. I think I pitched one of my dragons, right? The Regent. I do have the Temur one still, but the Sultai one, but I don't have a black source right now. Sagu Pummeler, sure. Definitely can just kill that, but depending on what else they do. They have lots of cards available. Temur Monument, okay. I kind of want this to just go off. Although I don't have enough 4-power creatures, but still good. Maybe they just want to tap down my Adept. Okay. Okay. Let's get Swamp, an island. Now what? I can't really attack with these. I do have the Piercing Exhale, but with all these cards in hand, I just feel like it's not... I think we just... Oh, I can't tap it down. Oh, I should not play this. Ugh, Paul! I should have just tapped it down. Ugh. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. It's just so much more damage. Okay. The thing is, I'm not really losing too much with this exchange. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I traded my crappy 2-1. Like, this is just all things that I'm completely happy with. Okay. Let's play the Tawny back. let us play the Battle Crier. They have so much mana. Sure. Okay. I do have a dragon left in my deck. I have 8 cards left. I need that They do have their own Eshki. Wow, okay. I mean, their deck is awesome. Like, legitimately. My deck's good too, so I'm not... So many harmonized cards. This is like... This is not good for me. Dude, how much removal do you have? I guess they've drawn almost their entire deck. We've also drawn almost our entire deck. How are we out of action? Man. And their graveyard is just still like 6 cards. Okay. All right. We have 6 cards left. We still have the Sultai Dragon still left in our deck. But they have done an incredible job of just like grinding through everything with good timed removal spells, bounce spells, etc. Why kill that? Why wouldn't you want to add more counters? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm probably dead, actually. Unless I can draw the lifelink creature. There it is. 4 cards left in my deck. I need to play this very, very conservatively. Does the creature deal it? Oh, okay, so that's really good. So I can actually gain a bunch of life and kill the Eshki. Okay. So that puts me to 11. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So maybe I still don't... Sure. Okay. And then... how many cards do I have left? 4 cards left in my library? Sure. I guess I can't really cast this, huh? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so everything left is a spell. I don't want to mill myself, so that's why I'm kind of keeping this in play. Okay, Bloomvine Regent, sure. Okay. Okay. Oh, they made everything... Wait. If they copied Bloomvine Regent, they would have killed me. So that was a very, very big mistake. Like, this is still really sweet, but... If they copy the Regent, then I don't have any blockers and they attack me for lethal. All right, what do I want to do? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So probably just play these 2 cards. I'm at 6. They can copy the 4/5 flyer. All right, we're just dead. All right. That was a really good game. I played all of my rares, and my opponent also played a lot of their rares, and they had an equally very strong deck. So props to them. Like, the early part of the game where they were just copying my 4/4 and just drawing a million cards, it was just so much for me to handle. And man, decking yourself against another good deck, that is a real thing too in this format. Okay, that was a long game. We are on the play. I am definitely keeping this hand. Double Bivouac? Yes, please. Don't play Stadium Headliner. Fleeting Effigy, what the... Okay, fair enough. Do it again. Nope. Jeskai Devotee. Devotee? Devotee. Alright. Let's play the Battle Crier. No, you don't. No, you don't. Well, that is a good mana curve. Alright, give me an untapped land. Okay, let's just... Let's play something with with Ward 1. If they have another Molten Exhale, so be it, right? Wow. Yeah, nice. This will happen sometimes. Surely they don't have an answer to the Pummeler. Surely. It would be pretty hilarious if they went exhale, roast your creature, kill this, and then just keep attacking. I mean, come on! Like, what is this? Like, what the hell is happening right now? This is insane. Okay. The issue with this is it's impossible to know if my opponent actually has a good deck, or if they just like, because it's like a red-white deck with just devotees and stuff. But like, what can I do, right? It's just, oh my gosh, I will be so upset if I go 1-3 with this deck. Like legitimately, I think this might be the best deck that I've drafted so far, and I will be really like that was a really good hand, and my opponent just went. Turn 1 effigy, turn 2 2/2, turn 3 kill your thing effigy, attack you for 5, turn 4 kill your thing effigy, attack you for 5. Oh my gosh. I mean, that happens, I guess, but it's just not, it just shouldn't happen that often. All right, gonna mulligan this hand. I will keep this one. Really good hand. I don't know what to... Let's just get rid of the piercing exile. I don't have a cheap creature to play right now. Let's go Bivouac. Okay, let's go Heirloom into Tawny back, I think. That's fine. Are we gonna roast this too and attack me for millions? I sure hope not. Yeah, I mean... I don't have a creature I can cast with this. So I think the play is Monument, get a land, Plague Dragon Hunt. And it needs to be island or mountain. Okay. Just minimize the damage we take here. Don't really need Dragonstorm with this hand, especially with the pressure that my opponent's putting on me. Bone Cairn Butcher, okay. We're gonna Constrictor that. Slow them down. I can go Eshki into Glacial Dragon Hunt. That's pretty good. Oh, you have another removal spell? Oh, okay. That's not good. Not good at all. And all their tokens get Death Touch too. But this I can block. So that's at least good. And I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. Okay. Oh no, but they'll still be able to hit me next turn. That's unfortunate. They can still hit me for 7 next turn. So honestly, I think it's probably better just to play the Bloom Vine Regent. Yeah, because that can block there. So they had no cards in hand, so they can attack with the Spirit. That's certainly something they can do. They can put a counter on the Butcher, but that doesn't do anything. So hopefully we can stabilize off of this. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay. I wonder if they... I don't know. Maybe they have a way to finish this off. Sure. Okay, well, they're just down to these 2 tokens now. So I believe we have stabilized. Let's just make a 5/5. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. The problem is I don't want to play this and tap it, so let's just like play it later. Also, I don't know why it did that. Why the hell did it do that? Dang it. Ugh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. And we revealed Jeskai Revelation. Oh my gosh. The literal worst card to reveal unless we draw planes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's... such is life. Okay, so let's play... this. Okay. Okay. Still stabilized. They had a good aggressive start. And we are 2-2. I'm not sure how I feel about that heirloom, by the way. It might be a little bit too restrictive, but I wanted to try it out. I mean, if there's a deck that it's good in, it's this one, right? Like I have a ton of 4-power creatures. Our opponent on the play, nothing to play on 2 untapped, but got a bunch of tap lands, but it's okay. All right, that's good. Drawing the forest means I can play monument on 2 and then go get a mountain or an island. Do I have a double blue card in my deck? All right, let's just get mountain. Sipsig Appraiser, okay. I need the swamp and the white, so I think I'm actually discarding Rugged Highlands here because this is for the dragon and this is for my revelation. Snowmelt Stag. Okay. Okay, good. I'd be so sad if we once again hit something I couldn't play. I don't really care about the flurry. I'd rather have the 4-3 because I have more 4 power matters things. And if they have a trick to save the stag, I don't, you know, that's fine too. Okay, sure. Okay. Well, certainly need to cast it. I just don't know what I want to do with this. All right, let's just play a nice, slow, measured game here. I have the ability to... I feel like the dragon hunts I can play later when I need. But right now, it's like, cast the bargain, look for my bombs, play the Dragonstorm, ramp, and I'm at 20 life. So, you know, like, for example, like I don't even mind trading my Tawny back for the Snowmelt Stag, if that's what they want to do. And if they have a combat trick, well, I can Piercing Exhale. Honestly, if they try to kill the Tawny back now, I'll probably kill the Snowmelt Stag in response. So I have a lot of options here. All right. Well, let's just do that. Bearer of Glory. Jeskai Revelation. That is what I am talking about. We have... Okay. I want to hide the fact that I have, like, the white bomb in my hand. And I'm not taking that much damage here. Jeskai, sure. Wow, that's really good with first strike, isn't it? That's really good. Yeah, that was one of the best cards they could play. Oh, and Rediscover the Way. Nice. Okay. Well, I feel like I should resolve this when they're tapped out. So that is my plan here. Probably bouncing the siege and killing that. All right. Then play this, and then pass. Oh, they have good cards as well. Some really good enchantments. I think, well, Rediscover the Way is a bomb. It's very, very strong. We have lots of mana, though. We're at 19 life. Double Constrictor Sage. I didn't even realize we had 2 of these. Sagu Pummeler. We can make a 5/5 here as well. Quarry Mountain Stalwart into Dragonback Lancer. Okay. It's a lot of beatdowns. I think I just want to add to the board as much as I can here. I'm going to tap this down and then kill Quarry Mountain. I think Herd Heirloom probably just stinks, to be honest. All right, let's do that. And then maybe there's a world where I could have tapped better for this. Although, actually, no, I can play the bargain. That's fine. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this thing gets double strike. All right, still liking this setup here. They do have 5 cards in hand, but we have Rakshasa's Bargain, Pummeler, and a Sage. Okay. So that gets double strike. Jeskai, okay. 3 cards left in hand. I mean, I can just jump this. Doesn't get trample or anything. Three cards in hand. Stormplane Detainment. Sure. That's a dead Constrictor Sage. Okay. Let's take the 2 spells. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? 2 cards in hand. Frostcliff Siege in play. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 mana available. Four, 5, 6, and then I can play the Pummeler just in case. Okay. 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 Don't need to really do damage here. Let's play this. Play the land. All right. Just playing the control game here. Things are looking excellent. 8 cards left in deck, but we have lots of large things here. And next turn, we can start attacking with our creatures. They have a nice dragon in play. It's got a Ward 2, and an Agent of Kotis is the play from our opponent. So now we just play this, which makes other things cheaper. Oh my gosh, this is so silly. Oh man. This is silly. I mean, they're so dead. All right. That's our board. Next turn, we can sack the Monument still. We have the Pummeler as an option. 7 cards left in our library. Stormplane Detainment is, I mean, it kills Eshki, I guess. Sure. 4, 8, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18. Oh, Narset. Okay. Man, they are putting up a really good fight, I will say. Okay. Let's think. They're just dead, right? 11, 12, 13, 14. So I just move this, I don't know, here. Whew! They had a nice Jeskai spells deck, but resolving the Revelation got us back into that thing. Oof. Some really, really good grindy games. All right, 3 and 2. All right. Opponent on the play. Let's hope they don't have a fast hand. Uh-oh, Windscarred Crag is not ideal. Okay. Our hand... Uh-oh. That's not good. Come on, give me something real. Give me a Temur Devotee. Please. Okay, Dismal Backwater is an interesting choice. Okay, well... Oh gosh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, give me a removal spell. Nope. We're dead. We are dead. Gosh. Alright, next turn, I will find something that's not Dragonstorm, fortunately. What are they? Are they Jeskai Dalkovan beasts? I want you. Oh my gosh. I don't need more lands. This is crazy. I can't, like, there's nothing good here I can play. Removal. Okay. That doesn't kill anything I want, is the problem. Well, we're gonna take some damage. Oh my gosh. That's unreal. Okay. How do I beat this? I don't think I can. Oh, I can kill this with the Glacial Dragon Hunt, right? Oh, this black mana is not good for me. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Black. Okay. Okay, they said good game. That's not good. Fair enough. All right, you know what? We lost because we had a little bit of a clunky draw. I thought this deck was sweet, and this is a highly, highly disappointing finish based off of this deck. But you know what? That'll happen. That'll happen. I actually thought that the mana was totally fine. Will note that at least when I played these games, the heirloom didn't seem particularly nice. It's just I had a lot to do with my mana that didn't involve casting creatures. Certainly could have maybe just used more cheap things to play, and that continues to be an issue. But it's like I want a cheap creature to play that's like impactful, and there's not too many of those that exist. But maybe I just need to concede and just play stuff anyways. Maybe the format's not slow enough for the Dragonstorm, I don't know. But I thought this deck was extremely sweet. I thought this was our seat. And this was a really disappointing finish, but you know what? That happens. Let's move on. And let's do better in the next draft video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat, sleeves, all that good stuff, especially for the Spotlight Series this weekend, check them out, heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.